All right, so I'm here at the end of the Xfinity Series race. I just wanted to get my thoughts on the way it's gone so far. Went to the truck race last night. I thought that was going to get rained out. Then, obviously, it didn't. Then by the time I got home, it was in delay again. Ended up being sort of a disaster. I just sort of wanted to get my thoughts on that in the Xfinity race. So I don't know how I'm going to point, but just trying to do the next thing, I guess. I'm gonna roll, I guess, some B-roll while I talk about this because I got a little bit of footage, and I guess we'll go over that. But yeah, so the tires, they started out on the wet weather tires, and I feel like that seems to be quite a disaster because even though they ran well in damp, when it started raining again just lightly, they didn't use the wet weather tires, which is neither here nor there. But of course, like, if you're gonna have wet weather tires, then why not use them in wet weather, not in damp weather? And for Elton Sawyer to say that he thinks it's a success, but they didn't use them when it was actually lightly raining, and for Kyle Busch to call them damp weather tires, I think that speaks volumes for all that goes. But that being said, for all the frustrations of the Truck Series race, I think the Xfinity Series race made up for it. Yes, John Hunter Nemechek dominated the whole thing. Yes, he drove through the field like a dump truck, even though he had the fastest car. I don't know if they call it a dump truck. He drove through there like a bulldozer, even though he had the fastest car. But aside from that, I don't know how it played out on TV, but throughout the rest of the field, there was great racing going on. Like, a lot of people were putting on great shows. Josh Berry worked his way from the back to the front several times, ends up with a good finish, and a lot of guys were having good finishes. Some guys that were having good races got taken out, like Riley Herbst. Riley Herbst didn't put a fender on anybody all night, gets collected in somebody else's nonsense. But yeah, other than that, I think this race right here made up for that. And the other thing I wanted to touch on was the fact that, well, while we were here, Cody Ware was once again put in adult timeout for what he did. So apparently he hasn't learned his lesson yet. It's looking harder and harder to give him the benefit of the doubt when he continues to do things that make you not want to give him the benefit of the doubt. But like I said, I will let it play out in the court system. But he is back in adult timeout because he broke the, I guess the deal of his bond or whatever like that. So I'm not a legal expert, but he's back in adult timeout. Got another good backdrop right here. What you think about this one? But yeah, so the other thing I wanted to talk about was the burnout after John Hunter Nemechek won the race. So I'm sure it looked really cool for TV, and it did probably look really cool. Like, I've got video of it. It looked really cool. But at the end of the day, and I can't speak for his team or anything like that, but if you have a car like that was flawless at the end of the race and you tear it up doing the burnout by basically catching that thing on fire, if I'm the guy that's got to repair that car at the shop the next day, dude, I am not happy. And one more backdrop before we go. The man, Cale Yarborough. All right, that is all I got for you on this one. Check you on the next one. If it's your first time to the channel, feel free to subscribe down below. All your subscriptions mean a lot to the channel. And if you got a comment, question, or anything like that, leave it down in the comment section. And other than that, thanks for your time. Peace. Go 45 and 2 zigzags. Good thing about leaving the track after you recorded your videos is you've killed so much time that it's easy to find your car. And I'm way back there.